If you don't have time to sift through those newsletters or navigate through the headlines, look no further. This is your one-stop shop to all of the biggest news in tech, including Zuckerberg going after the Apple Vision Pro again, Walmart using generative AI, putting the pressure on Google, and TikTok maybe has a new owner incoming. You're going to want to not miss that. If you're new here, my name is Nate, and I'm keeping you informed on the biggest news in tech. If that helps you out, it helps me out if you hit that subscribe button. And I also want to let you know that I have another channel, my main channel, the Crazy Ones Tech News. Link for that in the description if you haven't seen that yet. Well, let's get straight into it. Here is a bunch of crazy news. We're going to get as much as we can in 5 minutes or less. This is your Crazy 5. So renders for the iPhone 16 are out and leaked, and they look interesting. As you can see, two big changes from the external. Obviously, right here, you can see that there's an extra button. That's called the capture button, which will primarily work with photo-related features. I have a whole video on this on my main channel, Crazy Ones Tech News. I'll link that in the description as well. And then on the other side of the phone, you can notice that the action button is a little bit larger. How the action button is going to change with iOS 18 bringing AI updates, not 100% sure, but I definitely think that it's going to have some AI integrations. If you ask me, that's my guess, but we'll have to see. In other news, Walmart has been working in generative AI, and it's actually putting a little bit of pressure on Google on the search side of things. And I think there are a lot of layers to this that we don't have time to go into in this short video. But on one slightly interesting point in all of this has to do with how Walmart is basically feeding off of questions like things you're looking for an event. And we've seen something similar with what Amazon is doing with AI. I believe we talked about that last week. Rufus is their product. And it does make sense. Like, just imagine you go on Walmart's website and you're searching up stuff for events. The better that AI gets integrated into it, the better chance that AI is going to be able to encourage you to get all of the right things. And that will probably be very profitable for them. OpenAI announces new board members, reinstating CEO Sam Altman. So if you remember all of the drama around this, there's been an external investigation that has now been concluded, and Sam Altman is back officially on the board. Former Activision CEO is considering buying TikTok. If you're following all of the news on TikTok, the short version of it is that TikTok is under threat of being completely kicked out of the United States of America, or the other option is that it's sold. And I think this is a huge opportunity, for a company like, well, I was going to say Activision. That actually isn't the right lineup, but for someone like the CEO of Activision, Bobby, or former CEO, going out there and getting some guys together and purchasing this company from ByteDance, it makes a ton of sense because you can keep TikTok alive. You can also distill all worries from the American side of offshore ownership, privacy concerns. Check this out. Hackers breached the CISA. I never heard of the CISA before, I'm going to be honest with you, but my cybersecurity colleagues probably know all about it. But it stands for Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. So what happens if the hackers hack the hackers? I don't know. That's a meta question for you to think about. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. But it is pretty wild. They actually ended up having to take down a couple different systems in order to keep all of the information safe. That's the extent of my knowledge of cybersecurity. Mark Zuckerberg taking pot shots at the Apple Vision Pro again. And I'm at 4 minutes and 20 seconds, so I'm running out of time here. Got to go quick. All you really need to know is Mark Zuckerberg's on Threads, which I conveniently forgot was actually an app until recently when I was reading this article. And Mark Zuckerberg is basically, some folks were talking about the Apple Vision Pro versus the Meta Quest 3. And he again stated that he feels like it's not just better for value because it's 7 times cheaper, but it's literally better than the Apple Vision Pro. I disagree with him, but there's his opinion. That is all I have for you because I'm coming up on 5 minutes. So I hope that was interesting news for you. And you know what we do on this channel. Firstly, check out that video right below in case you're interested in more videos like this. And subscribe, like this video, helps me out with the algorithm. Think different, stay crazy.